Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3.
We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give it's like your birthday. You'll find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need. Give me the feeling.
Andy Borgalis.
Now Borgalis on to send it away. Washington now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. Dolphins just about set up here, 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Achane. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing now, it's Ewers. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it! Minnesota forces a now tougher 3rd down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect the quarterback. They didn't either.
Third down, and they need to get 10. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. That hit affected that throw. It sails out of bounds, incomplete. Intended target was his running back. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Punting unit out now. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. The Patriots and Stephon Diggs getting set for this next offensive possession. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Markers are reset. Here we go, ball at the 44. A give up the middle to Stevenson. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. May now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
To the air on first down, May. Deep shot doesn't quite work out, so that's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time, and that'll bring up second down.
That's a throw at this level. There's so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Tight end going in motion here. May trying to get here on second. Hits him on the out route. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets up the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Here's May again. And this is going to be a New England touchdown. The Patriots push their lead further to start the half. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Borregales on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots continue piling onto this lead.
Dolphins 14.
Borregales on to send it away. Eskridge on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Playing with Achan here out of the gun. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
From the shotgun, Ewers. Quick slant taken in by Waddle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Achan, 1st down carry. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That was Harold Landry making the tackle.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Putting the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, it's Ewers. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Jack Gibbons in on the tackle.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Shotgun now on third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down.
I think we can officially call this pile-on mode. They've been the better group all game. You felt it. This quarterback, well, he certainly felt the brunt of it. The rest of the way, Kate, this may be time to pad those stats and keep on pressing against a group that has had no answers for him up front.
They'll send out the punting unit. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Here's May to the air. He'll find Stevenson out of the backfield. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, a gift to Stevenson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down now, ball at the 33. May looking to throw. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's going to be brought down into enemy territory now at the 46. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Patriots.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a short yard gain. To find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. It's a perfect play to break it big.
And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. To throw, here's May. Connects on the crosser. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside, looking elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. It would help set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he has it in the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots grow their lead yet again. sign to send it away. Eskridge on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll hand it off to Achane. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Now it's yours. Gets this one to Waller. He drives it up to the 24. Tracked down by Robert Spillane.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Third and long for him here. He's throwing deep to the left side. Big gain downfield. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins continuing to fight at least. Tyreek Hill the touchdown.
I know you got mixture looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Dolphins cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points.
Dolphins 21.
Sanders all set to send it away. Has this at the 6. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And their offense has been playing at an extremely high level as this has become a runaway quickly. They've scored each of their last 2 times out. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Quick throw completed by May. And he's brought down at the line.
Well, the defense was ready for that throw, stopping him right in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Connection made to Hollins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
First down. And an 8-yard pickup. And the Patriot first down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
1st and 10. Here's Stevenson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's May. Finds a man right side. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's a New England 1st down.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
1st down throw for May. He'll get this to Henry. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage, certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
So now on 4th down, Andres Borregalis leading the Pats field goal team out for a try. This from 40 on the right hash. Borregalis connects. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
And compared to the kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Now Borregalis on to send it away. Eskridge on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Dolphins and Tyreek Hill headed back out on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And now they face 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Operating from the gun, it's Ewers. Short pass brought in. And this one only manages the yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Patriots into the dime, 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. He's making a bid for it. And he'll get to the ground at the end of that one as Ewer's run earns him a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
So first down from the 41. They fake the handoff. Now Ewers. He's going deep! And that is picked off by Carlton Davis!
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be perfect. But you've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. The give inside to Stevenson. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, that kind of gain may not take a safety out of the picture on the next play, but at least you won't have half your guys standing in the end zone on the next down. That was a valuable little run right there.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. On the draw, they give to Stevenson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. They send Diggs in motion right. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Stevenson with another carry. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. Air it out on 3rd. Brought in a big gain here for Diggs. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45.
28 yards. That's good for a Patriots first down.
That brings us to the end of 3 on Thursday night primetime. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Here's Stevenson. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
They stick with Stevenson here on first. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They go again with Stevenson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Throw here, 3rd down. That one complete to Stevenson. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. You needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. And this was pylon hunting for a moment, but it's over the goal line and out the side of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Ewers finds the in route complete. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
3rd down. Pat's going with a few extra defensive backs this time. They'll throw. 3rd and long. This finds its target. That's Hill. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that is a Dolphins 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
He's going to throw it again. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Motion man sent left. They are throwing it again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Midfield after that loss. Here's 2nd and long. Throwing here, Ewers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
4th and forever coming up. Desperation time here. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Craig Woodson. And the Patriots are tackled after a stellar return. Following the interception, they're going to take over at their 40.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, yeah, interceptions follow.
The Patriots running their offense out there. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Now a shotgun handoff to Stevenson. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
May now from the gun. Defender is there, he knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Punt team on the field. Bryce Behringer, the one to send it away. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And they look a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Ewers throwing out of the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive really affected decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. From the shotgun, it's Ewers. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
3rd and long for him here. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. And that brings up 4th and long.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Goes for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 34-yard line. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Off the play action, May. Looking to his fullback now. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. To throw, here's May. Hits him on the out route. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go, 1st down. Trying the left side with Stevenson. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
So 1st down from the 41. May's going to take it himself. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Run for the 1st time here with Antonio Gibson. And they take him down right along the 30. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
That's a play that won't pop on the stat sheet, but the players and coaches won't forget about it. I promise you that. Coaches will file that one away the next time they really need to pick up a few yards.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Gibson. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Going play action, May. That's to his running back, Antonio Gibson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
To Antonio Gibson. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
May now to throw on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Demario Douglas. And 4th and 4 coming up.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Corey Gallis connects. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Now Corey Gallis on to send it away. Eskridge on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
So 1st down from the 41. Working now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
It's Achane on the inside give. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down.
Do you call that 1st down running play? You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. On the give, it's Gordon. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Operating from the gun, it's yours. Steps up and he's running with it. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going for it himself. And he's brought down beyond the marker. So a 1st down for them as we've hit the 2-minute warning. From the red zone on 1st. He's keeping it again. And his slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Yours to the air now. He's actually going to lose yards here. They take him down at the 10-yard line.
Simply put, Kate, that's just job well done by the defense. You get a completion on 2nd down and go backwards, that's a pretty superhuman effort and want to from this defense.
Play number 9 of the drive. This is going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Throwing from the gun. Throw is caught. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins putting up points in a game decided. Now this one has been a long game, no doubt. But hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins take a molehill off that mountain as they still trail by 27. defenders all set to send it away. Return coming from the 6. Spins right by him. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Patriots and Stephon Diggs getting set for this next offensive possession. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Starting the drive field with Gibson. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Running it again with Gibson. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days. Always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots emerge as winners as we say so long from Miami.